Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hi, Garage. Welcome back. I've been summoned. You're just watching in 2x speed. You're watching nothing in 2x speed. That's crazy. Bro's getting late day by day. I'm not getting late, okay? It is not. I'm not late. I popped in. It was still 10:50. It's 10:51 now, but I was in at 10:50. So, really, I was on time. First like, hell yeah, brother. Anyways, hey guys, welcome to the stream. I'm really excited to get into this. I was a little bit late. I was showering because I'm sweaty here in Arizona. It's still so hot. I sweat just by stepping outside. It's absolutely wonderful. I know there's other places that are worse, but it's pretty bad over here right now. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are excited. Hope you're excited, Courage. I'm pretty excited. We're just gonna get straight into it. Today, now that I have the RG, I'm gonna make some metal runs. That's going to be the very first thing on the to-do list, is to make one or two. Bro, sweaty for some other reasons, you guess? I'm sweaty because it's hot here, dude. It's really freaking hot here. What was the weather like today? Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the weather here in Weather Phoenix AZ. I'm not seeing it on here. Where is it? Right now, while it's late, it is 103 degrees. 103 degrees at 11 o'clock at night. Tomorrow we'll have a high of 114 degrees. Let me convert that to Celsius. Fahrenheit to Celsius. It's going to be 114 tomorrow. For y'all Celsius, that's 45 degrees. Right now, it is 39.4 degrees Celsius, and it's 11 p.m. Like, the sun's not even here, and it's that hot out. It's so much fun. You're excited, but also not, because you have college today, so you might have to hop off the stream in an hour or so. Oh, that totally makes sense. Yeah, hopefully college works out. You know, good for you this year. I took college for like probably 6 months before mentally saying no more, and I dropped out the following year. So hopefully you enjoy more than I did. 45 degrees Celsius. Are you in the Sahara? No, I'm in Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. It's super duper hot, dude. Like, it's bad right now. You walk outside and it's like I just opened an oven and just stood in front of it. The sun, like, you can feel it like sizzling your skin. Like, it's pretty bad right now. There are some places that are worse. Like, there's a dude who was in here like a couple months ago. He was pretty consistently in here. I forget where he was from. Indonesia. And it was about the same temperature, except it was also like 80% humidity or something like that. Like, it was horrible. I'm like, dude, I do not envy you whatsoever. No, in Asia, we don't have a choice whether we like school/college or not. At least most of us. It's just equal to food, shelter, and clothing. The fourth pillar of livelihood is what we call it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Here in America, you can kind of choose whether you do that or not. Unless you have, parents with really high expectations, then maybe, you have to follow through on those expectations. But really, you don't technically have to. I mean, you could just not do it if you want to be disowned by your family in some households. But, like in my household, it's not at all expected. I was actually the first one in my family to do it. But I just didn't follow through because I didn't really enjoy it. It's not what I wanted. And they feed you a lot of crap. At least American colleges do. A lot of stuff that you don't need. Like, I was going for... It was some kind of business. I forget. It's been so long. And they were teaching me social problems, like structural functionalism or something stupid like that. Like, what's the point of that, Nonsense I don't need to know. Going into finance. Yeah, dude, I'm hoping college goes good for you. Even if you don't particularly enjoy it, I do hope that, something good comes from it. I'm sure something will. Because college is not a waste of time if you know what you're going to do there. Maybe college is different in Asia, but so long as you know what you're going to do, it's never a waste of time. Just don't get a good degree in, like, sociology or something like that if you're, I don't know many sociologists out there. Whatever the hell that is. Dude, these metal runs are so easy within RG. It's ridiculous. Like, this is actually so stupidly easy. I forgot to leave some room for a crystal so I can get my spyglass, but it's okay. I'll make a second drip and I'll grab some crystal as well as some obsidian, just so I have some. Yeah, and I do get the idea that, there is definitely some uses for the stuff that you'll learn. Like, for me personally, I did learn from that, social problems class, even if it wasn't, relevant to my field of study. Like, I don't want to get political, but they were talking about social conflict theory, which is like a sociological way of looking at life, same as structural functionalism, as well as like some kind of like emotional crap, I forget. But social conflict theory, the way they were describing it, I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. It sounds also kind of familiar. Long story short, yeah, I know why it sounded familiar. It's basically just Marxism, but with like a completely different name on it. And I was like, oh shoot. We've learned that communism is bad. And now we're going to talk about kind of how it's a viable train of thought. It's just a turn that I was not expecting. And so part of that class I kind of learned, not necessarily what they wanted me to learn. It was more like seeing I guess, politics in the education system, where it really shouldn't be, in my opinion. Obviously, that wasn't the only thing. If that was the only thing, then I'm just making a big deal out of nothing. But there was more to it than just that. But that's just one way that I kind of saw it. Social contract theory? No, social conflict is what they called it. As in, there's a conflict between the I guess the upper, like, the bourgeoisie and the whatever the hell the lower guys are called, and how they are in a constant state of conflict with one another, and that the only means of satisfying either or is for the ones up on top, the only way to satisfy them is, you know, completely, I guess, being in full control of those on the bottom, and the only way to satisfy those on the bottom is the destruction of those on top, which is kind of one of the core tenets of communism. It's kind of everybody for the one commune. And there's obviously people's up. Were you a sociology major? No, I was not. I was not at all. I was taking financing classes. So how did I get put into that class? I don't know. They just stuck me in it. And when I complained about it, they said, yeah, but you can't really drop it right now and go to another class. So you're either going to have to take it or you're going to miss out on some credits. I'm just sitting here like, what the hell? Why am I doing this? Like, who put me there in the first place? Because you studied sociology and psychology a bit in your major, like a bit of sociology, but a lot of psychology. Yeah, and I find that stuff interesting. Like, I do enjoy, you know, the conversations. It's just, if I'm there for one reason and I'm trying to get a degree in that field, like, yes, it is useful to have that other stuff. I think that my money is better spent focusing on what I do want, not other things. If it's just going to slow down my graduation and make me spend more money, I don't really want it. That's just kind of how I see it. It was slowing down my graduation by making me take an additional course that I did not need. It was making me spend more money. What level are you, bud? 40 damage, not bad. Level 40 though. Yeah. There we go. Your major is CJS? Honestly, dude, I couldn't tell you what that is. I might be a little stupid, but I could not tell you what CJS is. Oh, criminal justice, maybe. Yeah, criminal justice system. I guessed it before you said it. Let's freaking go, dude. But yeah, no, that kind of stuff makes sense for that position. And like, yeah, psychology and sociology, that kind of stuff, it, you know, it is in some way, it's important to finance. It's important to business. But at the same time, I'd rather focus on things more relevant to the task at hand. If I didn't take that and I took something else towards my major, then I would have graduated sooner. It was fluffing up how much time I spent there and making me spend more money than I had to. Like, if I have the space to take some other things, sure, I'll totally take some extra things. I don't mind taking extra things. It's just when that gets in the way of what I want to do, then I'm really not motivated to do it. sure it can be useful, but I don't want to spend excessive amounts of money on something that doesn't benefit me or benefit getting me out of there. Maybe it's different for you. I don't know how college is in Asia, but maybe it... Here in America, you spend a lot of money to go to college, and taking extra long, even just a whole nother semester, is a few $1,000s. And that money don't come easy. It's just not worth it. Or at least from my view, it's not worth it. What you used to do here is take an Anki on this mountain and park a raft with a few storage boxes near the sea and then just wipe all metal from here. That would work. Right now, I just want to be making my rounds. I guess I could look for an Anki while I'm here, because I saw some earlier. I know one of them was level 10. I don't want that. I'll definitely take a look at what's around. Because if I find one that I want, I might just pick him up and take him back home. What was that? Stego. Like, I could continue mining these by hand, but it would probably be better that I get an Anki. Or a Dodie. I do need a Dodie as well. What level are you, bud? 25? Is there a better Dodie nearby? Maybe? I don't know where the Ankis went. Those are intros. Actually, are these ones over here? Ankis? I think those are Ankis. I need to make that spyglass. Holy crap. My eyes are not reliable. You personally feel too afraid if we had the option of missing credits or classes? You even ask your parents if I can just get new sandals. Apparently ones are broken for last month. They are Ankis. 45 and level 50. I'll grab the level 50. If I find one better up here, then I'll just leave. Or then I'll take it. If not, I'll just leave. I didn't see any, honestly. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I know there are Ankis on Irby Island. Dodes, I'm not going into the redwoods, man. I think we've both learned that I cannot go into the redwoods. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to check the mountains. I'm just checking while I'm here, you know, because you never know. You could find that level 150. You know, it only takes scanning every single dino and finding one that's that 150. You know what I mean? But Irby Island's pretty far away, so again, I just wanted to kind of see if there were any Yankees nearby. Which, I mean, I'll take level 50. It's better than nothing. He's better at gathering metal than my pickaxes, I'm sure. So, I mean, I'll take whatever at this point. But yeah, no, I got you. Like, being afraid of missing out on credits. I personally would be too. But at the same time, they do a really good job at tracking that stuff. And I'm pretty good at tracking. I mean, I can plan it out, kind of a deal. If not, I would rather focus entirely on my degree, and then from there, if I need like more free credits to graduate, then I can just do those classes like my last year. I'll just do them back to back. Is that way I kind of have like a free time, I guess, to just kind of do whatever I want, kind of a deal. Not really do whatever I want, but to just do like simple things, not have to worry per se about, you know, doing stuff towards my degree, just doing stuff that I need to graduate. I don't know how many guys, or how many of these guys it's gonna take. Oh, he's already running. There we go. In India, the fees for even government colleges for the same fees vary greatly. Like the renowned ones, let's say CGA courses, one semester is like $50 a year. Just some other colleges can. $50 a year? $2,300 USD per year. Honestly, $2,300 for college, it's better than like some places, like at GCU. I'm pretty sure college is like, because that's where I went for a little bit. I think it's like $4,000 per year or something like that, or per semester. Honestly, like it's nasty. Kane, you made it. Welcome to the stream, dude. Hello, hello. I've finally done it. I've done some metal runs. And I'm smelting it all up. We're making progress. And before I forget, I gotta make these. I gotta make this spyglass. I really need this freaking spyglass, dude. I'm dying without it. I'm usually really good about getting it early game. I did not do that here. It sucked so bad. Sorry, $50 a semester. Okay. I mean, that's still not bad. $50 a semester to me sounds like an absolute dream. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, that sounds like too good to be true type of college. At least here in America, that sounds way too good to be true. I don't know what the prices are at like community colleges, honestly. I know they're not free. But how much they are, I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess a higher end one being $2,300 per year, that's pretty good. I need to... I'm gonna swap out some of my foundations and I'm gonna expand a little bit. Alright guys, this is the base construction you were here to see. Alright, there's my base upgrades, guys. I hope you're happy with the amount of work that I've put in. From here, I can put another refining forge down. Let's freaking go. Could be $50 to $2,300 per semester, depending on government colleges, and private ones are inconsistent, to say the least. I mean, yeah, private colleges, yeah, being kind of inconsistent. That is kind of that's a thing that happens here too. I don't know how often. haven't really looked at many colleges. I went to GCU because the school that I went to provided dual enrollment with GCU, which was pretty cool. So I was able to do that kind of stuff in high school, and it kind of pushed me closer to a degree. I just never followed through with continuing at GCU. I mean, I'm sure I could have done pretty good had I stayed, but again, just didn't really want anything to do with it. Those $50 hardly offer any practical knowledge and only 2 exams in the whole year. Your college, for that reason, takes like 5 exams and good internship opportunities. That's good. Yeah, like I said, $50 is pretty dang low for college. Like, insanely low. But here in America, it's like you're not gonna ever find anything that low, no matter where you look. If you want to get something that low, you're gonna have to take out, 20,000 loans, and you got to pay those back within a certain amount of time, or else you're completely screwed. Like that debt, it builds fast. I completely forgot to get all my... You know what? I'll learn Reniagnatha, because Reniagnatha is a goal of mine here. Giga Saddle? I'm not gonna be taming a Giga, I don't think. I will be taming a Yudi, though. Desmodus? Why can I learn Desmodus Saddle? That's so weird. Okay, so I've already done my metal runs. That's what this whole episode was titled, because I didn't really have anything planned beyond that. I really needed to do it. There is that high-level Rex that I want to go check out now that I have the spyglass. Maybe I can build the trap on the raft. He's not gonna wake up, is he? I don't think he will. He looks pretty good. Your recent internship, you were paid 100 USD equivalent for 31 days of internship. Yeah, like that's not a lot for 31 days. At least by our standards, that's not a lot. But, internships, they're not designed to be money-making opportunities. They're designed to be learning opportunities. So, in a way, it does make sense. Not a lot in the US, but a lot in India. Oh, okay. I forget conversion rates are weird. It's probably inflation and whatnot. Just kind of screwing up my view of that. $50 colleges are directly under the president and not under any ministry in particular, except obviously the education ministry. Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense. At that point, it makes sense that it's probably not the highest quality. If the government there is any similar to the government here, it's not... Like, obviously, they do their best in some places with what they're given. In other places, the bare minimum is the absolute maximum that they'll do. High Fees is directly under Ministry of Home Affairs, so it's hard for us to not get placements on internships. Yeah, that makes sense. But then again, your population is this much. The population, dude, like of India is crazy. Like I don't mean that in any offensive way. I don't know how that could be taken as an offensive way, but if that could be, then I apologize. But your guys' population is absolutely wild to me. The fact they can fit over 1 billion people in what's seemingly such a small area is absolutely wild. Or at least it's a small area by American standards. Like I could only imagine it being absolutely cramped as hell in any city. Does this work? Dude, my placement is on point. Yeah, I already grabbed the walls. Actually, let's do door frames because they're cheaper and I can shoot through them. There's going to be some creatures I can't use the trap on because of that, but it'll still work. You've never bothered with stone foundations, just wood. Yeah, and usually I'm the same way, but it's been forever since I've done Rexes on a raft. So I just want to, you know, make sure I don't screw anything up. Rexes, they take forever to break wood anyways. I'm sure it would be fine either way. But I don't mind the extra little bit of hacking away at, you know, whatever. Whee. Yeah, sure. Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter either way. It's just in the moment, that's what I was like, that's what was going on in my brain. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I didn't really think too hard on it, just, oh, they can break wood, therefore. I need at least 24, or no. Oh no, because I can't do dino gates, can I? Can I do dino gates? If there's a platform? I don't actually know if I can. Did I watch the video? I'm going to pull it up. It's in my watch history because I started it, but I never finished it. Where's it at? Rhino. Yeah, I'll just pull it up on Discord. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm just gonna pin it because I don't want to forget. I keep forgetting to. That's the problem. The day before yesterday, it didn't allow you to. It didn't allow me to pull up the video. Oh, you were talking about the gates. Yeah, like I know it didn't allow me to once upon a time, but maybe it will. Maybe it will on a foundation, but it won't on just the raft itself. I just saw that you messaged me no stream today. Dude, I always stream. All right, I've got it. I'm pinning it. I'll watch it right after I'm done with the stream. Oh yeah, how's the Anki doing? That's really close. I might have to go give him a couple narcotics just to make sure he stays down. I'll try it. I'm not sure if the gates or if it'll let me place a gate down, but I'll give it a go, see what happens. They're stupidly expensive though. Whoa, no. 500 damage on a headshot. That's crazy. That Rex was doing a lot of damage. Oh, the one over on Carno Island? Yeah, that's the one that I'm getting ready to go take a look at. He was definitely... Oh my gosh. Like, I'm pretty sure he was above level 100. I cannot prove it because I didn't have a spyglass, but from what I could tell, he was definitely above level 100, which is why that's the first one I'm going to. That's why I'm building it on the raft in the first place. Because if I can just go to Carno Island, get him onto a raft, and then, you know, steal him, basically, I'm going to do it. It was level 150? Oh, did I check the level? Then I probably checked the level if you just happen to know it off the top of your head. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. That's okay. Do you build a trap in the other small island where nothing spawns? If you want to build a trap, that is. I'm building the trap here on the raft. So that way it's semi-reusable. Because what I do is I go like this, and then once I get him in here, I just place the two door frames right there, and that should, if I remember correctly, that should be enough. I just need to put some stairs down so he can actually like walk up into it easier. This is how I'm pretty sure this is how I did it way back when. That, like on the center. That, or I did it with, I did like walls all the way around, and then I did a ramp leading into it. But I remember there was a lot of problems with getting them to actually go inside because the ramps didn't go far down enough, and the whole foundation support thing just kind of stopped me from extending it. I'm pretty sure I did something like this. If I'm wrong, we're gonna see it just not work. There we go. Oh no. That works too, I guess. You see, I hardly ever build traps for anything unless you get 2 behemoth gateways or 1 hidden lake. Yeah, that makes sense. For me, I rarely build traps as well. It's just with a 150 Rex, I want to make sure I get him. Yeah, I want to make sure I get him, so I'm doing kind of a little bit extreme. But honestly, I rarely ever tame traps. Rexes I can tame on foot. I can tame them on foot super easily. When it's just walking around in circles and timing your reloads. It's not that difficult. The only reason, like I said, I'm doing this is because I want to guarantee that I get him. You tend to use wooden ramps because of the slope angle. I'm pretty sure it's the same. For the stairs and the ramps, I'm pretty sure the stairs are just a reskin of the ramps. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I've always thought. That, because the reason why stairs exist in the first place is because of S+. And S+, the way they did the stairs, is it was just another model of the ramps that you could swap to. Since we had the spiral staircases at the time, but we didn't have the regular staircases, which is so stupid. They just used the model of or they used the pieces of the spiral staircase and made the staircase ramp from it. But it functioned the same as a regular ramp. Okay. Here's a level 90 right here. He's not the one I'm after, but hopefully he's still alive. You tamed Rexes by revolving around them a few times, but mostly when their torpor runs start, they just drown themselves in water. Yeah, that does happen a lot. I don't get that very often, because usually I'm pretty decent about wrangling them into a safe area. But yeah, no, it is really easy for them to just jump in water and kill themselves. Is that 150 not here no more? Guys, I'm not seeing that 150. I think this is kind of a heartbreaking discovery. He might have died. He lives! Never mind, he lives. Right as I was giving up hope. Come on, bud. Come on. I am cheap is in chat. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Can't give up hope when I have jinxed it to exist. No. I don't believe in jinxing anymore. Jinxing is not real. It's completely fake. It's all a sham. Clearly. Well, welcome to the stream, Cheap. How are you, dude? I feel like I was just talking to you earlier. This guy's got some pretty dang good melee. I'm pretty sure. Sleepy. I mean, it's pretty late. Okay. Really quick, I'm gonna check Dodo decks. Level 150 with a crossbow with 212. 47 shots. Gotta do one more vid. Gotta stay above the grind. Yes, sir. Can't give up on the grind. I'm gonna do 20 shots in him, and then after I do 20 shots, I'm gonna try to feed him some food to make sure he doesn't die. That looks like 450 melee. That sounds pretty good, actually. But yeah, dude, I haven't seen you posting very much. I haven't checked in a while. I just got back recently from my trip to Oregon, so I haven't been online very much. But I haven't seen any like recent uploads. So yeah, that grind definitely's got to get going, man. I don't really care about you. You have the idea and the thumbnail, but no footage and no script. Well, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, you know what I mean? Oh, you're staying on shorts. I got you. I actually haven't posted any shorts yet. Would you guys be interested in seeing shorts of, like, of the teleporting raptor and whatnot? That'd be fun. I should do stuff like that. That could be fun. Chris Query. Sorry I'm late. Hey, dude. There's no such thing as late. Everything happens at the time it's supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure Master Oogway said something like that. Something along those lines. Never mind, it was giving 109 and 68. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It dealt a lot of damage, is all I know. Actually, I shouldn't get too far away because he's gonna unload and maybe he can glitch out of the trap if I do that. When they start getting some attention, you'll start doing streams again. I already got 500,000 views. Sheesh. I know shorts are like super easy to get views on, but the views don't mean anywhere near as much as they normally do. Does that sound correct? I'm pretty sure that sounds correct. There you go, dude. I got you a saber tooth. Wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives exactly when he intends. Exactly. I was about to say Harry Potter. That's Lord of the Rings. Oh, jeez. Don't. No. Don't step on me. His butthole. What the heck? I'm paraphrasing Gandalf. Exactly. Yeah, it's mainly to grow the channel, which is the current plan, as I'm not making anything anyways. Fair enough. Courage has got to go. No. Well, dude, I'm really excited for you. I hope college works out for you. Hope to see you on another stream soon, dude. Probably next time. Just, you know. Probably for the early bits, I imagine. Kind of the same deal as it was today. But yeah, dude, hope to see you again. I need more tranks. Like another 10 maybe. But yeah, I also need to build. I've kind of gone stagnant. Like every time I stream, I'll gain like maybe 5 subscribers, and then by the time my next stream comes around, I've lost like 3. And some days are better than others. I'll lose more some days than I will others. There's really no consistency in that regard. How bloody are you? Oh, you're fine. And then I want to get prime meat in this guy because I want him to be the absolute best he can be. At level 150, 18 prime meat takes 36 minutes. Eesh. But yeah, maybe doing some shorts would kind of help me. Maybe. I don't really know anything about making them. I know they've got to be like the phone dimensions of like tall. I don't know the pixel resolution off the top of my head, but I kind of have an idea of how it's supposed to look. I imagine they're not too difficult to do. Okay. Yeah, that's already what I was kind of planning to do. Because I can harvest meat, and I'm pretty sure it's 18 minutes when it's fresh. If I remember correctly. Yeah, let me kill this guy. Because if I remember correctly, it's 18 minutes. Yeah. So if I give it probably like 20 minutes before giving him food, then all I need to do is grab all the meat at once, and it should be enough. 20 minutes from now is, oh, exactly midnight. Well, I definitely don't want to just leave him here. Can I sail with this guy on my boat? I can. Whee. I'm gonna sail back to the mainland. I'll start making some narcotics, I guess. Oh, I could also make like a metal run. Just do something in the meantime. Oh no, I'll do some base expansion. I really need to do that, honestly. Like, I'm very desperately needing some base expansion. Rambo Panda, welcome to the stream, dude. I don't recognize your name, so if this is your first stream, welcome, dude. If not, I do apologize. Consular PC, PC. I genuinely couldn't play console. I've seen how the game runs. It's if you're used to it, I can totally understand how it's probably more intuitive. But for me personally, yeah. No, I don't think I can. Just the way the hotbar itself works, just that alone is already kind of it's wild. But then again, they got it to work, so whatever works. Dude, the fact that I can just sail with a Rex. It's pretty funny. I've seen people do stuff kind of like this when they're taming Quetzals. And they've got them in, like, a trap on top of another Quetzal. Those are pretty neat. Screw you. Look at the Saros. Actually, I'm going to rename this episode to Metal Runs and Rex Taming. Because the Metal Runs is definitely not the only thing I'm doing. Keep an eye out for the Rexy's torpor. I mean, the Rex, according to Dododex, it takes them an hour and 42 minutes to wake up. So I should be fine, honestly. If I notice it, like, completely inaccurate, then, you know, I'll have to go back. But yeah, that kind of looks like it's going to take a long time for him to wake up. Anki. Oh, I don't have the Anki saddle learned. There we go. I'm also going to learn the Dodie saddle, because I'm going to need that too. Dude. Alright, and then this guy's going to be named Maxwell. Disable ally looking. I don't remember who told me that. It was probably Courage who told me that. But turning off ally looking makes it so much easier for them to just swing at stuff by themselves when you're carrying them on a RG. It's either Courage or Cheap. Or maybe Kane. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head, but very useful tip. Oh, I forgot to look at the Rex's stats, actually. Yeah, I'll do that on my way back. Oh, wasn't you? Didn't know that? Okay. I forget who it was. It was somebody else. But they told me to turn off ally looking, because the way that the Anki swinging is so incredibly inconsistent. Like, it's dreadful. But using, or if you turn off ally looking, for whatever reason, that fixes it. Or at least makes it much easier to use. Oh, and it's cold. Yeah, I'm doing fine in terms of health. I'm not gonna die of hypothermia this time around. Get it. Nope. No. Maxwell, I just need you to get the medal. Just get the... Oh, he's not gonna get the medal anymore. Because he's... I think when they get over half of their maximum weight, they also stop. You'll remember that next time you harvest metal. Oh yeah, no, it's a super useful tip. Like, you saw how he just kind of swung away without really worrying about, or without like pausing or whatever. Oh my gosh, dude, what the flip? Obviously it's not perfect, but you're not gonna get perfect with a mechanic like this, especially in ARK. Which map am I on? This is just the island. My goal with this series is to complete the island, to complete Scorched Earth, to complete Aberration. Basically go through all the story maps one by one on a single character in hardcore. I know it's kind of a ambitious task, but I know I can do it. Honestly, this Anki might not have been worth taming. I did better when it was just my hands. Because this guy maxes out at 300. That's not very much. I mean, he is good for, I guess, the weight reduction on 300 metal. I mean, he's useful for that. You smacked a Dode. I know. It was the level 25 Dode, I'm pretty sure, from earlier. Good luck. Thank you, dude. My event ARK player? Yeah, I'd say so. I've been playing since 2015. Aw, dude. That's lame. I've been playing since 2015. I'm 21. If you do the math, I was like 12 years old when I started playing. I used to play off of my brother's account. Dude. Okay. I really need to tame this guy now. Gosh dang it. But I've been playing since 2015-ish, give or take. Honestly, loved the game since. I played in little spurts, so I only have like, what, 4,000? No, 2,000. 2,700 hours in the game. I know that's not a ton. You know, it's a lot. But there are some people who, like, in their favorite game, they've got like 8,000 hours or something stupid. This is one that I kind of come back off and on to. And so, yeah, I've been playing for that long, but at the same time, it's very here and there. It's a great game. I need a break or else I will lose all of my sanity, kind of a deal. I think anybody who's played this game understands that sentiment. Beginnings of an excellent Rex army. Dude, I hope. I was kind of hoping that I would get some fairies, I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, these Rexes will probably do just fine. I don't need to level them up super far. I'm only gonna be doing the Gamma. I'm not gonna be doing beta unless I'm like really confident I can do all of them in beta. I'm not really going to be doing beta. I don't need the tech grams for all the armor and stuff. I'll get that on Extinction, but like Aberration, I don't need it. Scorched Earth, I'm not going to get it because I'm gonna ascend before I even get Element. Aberration, the crafting element, dude, it's nice. It is nice that you can craft element in Aberration. It's just a pain in the ass, dude. Like, it's almost not even worth it. I can justify it to some extent, but when you need 100 for just the replicator by itself, that's 34 total crafts, and it's really expensive. You're in the same boat. You'll go through getting addicted to the game, then burn out for a while. Longest you played was 20 hours straight, dude. Super bad mentally. You started dreaming ARK. Dude, I've been there before. There was one of those spurts that I had where I just really wanted to play the game. Dude, I had boosted rates, obviously, but I went from beginning to end. I beat the entirety of Scorched Earth in a single day. They weren't boosted like an absolute ton, but enough to make it like actually doable. It was really fun. I did it with my brother. We were just like, dude, let's do it. It took us like, yeah, close to 20 hours, but we were able to get from beginning to end. No trouble. Well, some trouble. I remember the U-Tyrannus, because we wanted to tame a U-Tyrannus. It was that one was just ridiculous. I don't like taming Uties and Scorched because of it. Maybe we were just doing it wrong, but dude, it was just annoying. It was one of those things where like every time you get it in a good position, it runs off into somewhere completely different, and then heat wave hits out of nowhere and you can't tame it. It's everything just going wrong. But that's ARK for you. Everything loves to go wrong in this game. I love it anyways. I'll do all of them. Yeah. It is pretty close to midnight, so I think I can start harvesting some of the prime meat for this guy. I would like to get him off the raft so that way I can use the raft to tame the other one. But at the same time, I don't want to like scrape him off the raft because I'm afraid that if I do, well, I might be able to get it right here. Yeah, now I can use the raft on that 135. Guys, I'm a genius. Oh, there's a raptor over there. What happens at midnight? Oh, that's just the starving timer. It takes 36 minutes to tame the guy. Prime meat spoils in 18 minutes when in the inventory of a dino. So I needed to wait about 18 minutes. So I just gave it like 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes from where I was 11:40. So I was like, oh, okay. So if I just wait till midnight, then that's 20 minutes. I can go grab all of the prime meat that I need, throw it in there, and it should be fine. Don't know how to check hours played on the Switch. There is a way. I don't recall, but I know that there is a way because I remember checking once upon a time how many hours I had in Breath of the Wild. Ooh. Not good Rexes, but ooh. I do need a male. And the male doesn't really matter what level it is. I'll do it on another pair of Rexes. Or on another Rex. Okay, so I'm at 21 prime. I need 18. Yeah, I'm at 21. We're good. That was really easy. What? I accidentally just hit the audio. Do you play more the tames or base building or both? If you can't tell by my 2 foundation setup, I don't do very much building. I did in my last, or in one of my attempts of this hardcore run, I did do like a pretty decent sized base build, but usually, yeah, I just stick to platforms, and maybe if I'm feeling up to it, I'll build some walls. If I'm in a very unsafe area, I'll build walls. But no, I'm not the kind of person to build the super fancy houses. I've watched enough Syntac to kind of have an idea of how it works, and you know what? I'm okay. Especially because I don't have S+. I'm running 0 mods and mostly default settings. I don't really need that in my life. Why is this guy inside the rock? That's not cool, dude. I don't want you inside the rock. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to check those stats. Bear with me a moment. Stat calculator, 6380, that's average. 1302, average. 435, average. 9300, average. 670, average. 220, average. Okay, so this guy is all around average. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted, clearly. Okay. don't say. Okay, don't take it in the wrong context, okay? I understand how my words can be misconstrued into something else, but please don't misconstrue it that way, please. All right, so that 135 was over here by the mountains, I think. You're a base builder, so you completely understand it's a major headache, but the final product is rewarding for you. And yeah, like I've done my fair share of base building where I try to make it look good. Like I personally, for me, I love doing either tree builds, or in Aberration I like doing like cliff builds with those platforms. I love those platforms, and I've made some really cool looking builds, but to me it just kind of becomes a headache because if you build a, if you don't build it big enough, you outgrow it. At least I outgrow it. Or if I spend too much time building it so that I don't outgrow it, it gets so tedious to me. It just gets really freaking boring. And so that's why my houses, if they're big, they're usually boxes. If they're smaller, I'll try to make it look a little nice. Like I'll use sloped roofs instead of ceilings. I'll put, pillars in the corners to make it look, to add some depth. I always like to throw in some windows no matter what it is, because I like natural light. But beyond that, I don't really spend much time building. I'm more into the gameplay itself. So taming isn't a huge part of why I play it, but I do enjoy the taming. I mainly like the tech. I like the kind of stuff where I can kill a Sarco by just walking in circles and stabbing it in the back leg. I know I reference that a lot on this channel. I just love doing it, honestly. It's one of my favorite things to do. I tamed a Rex with a boomerang once upon a time when I was level 15 on Scorched Earth back when it came out. Super fun. Love doing that kind of stuff. I like the little silly shenanigans of how, it's a broken game. How broken can you make the game further? That's what I enjoy most. Did you see the build you did on the Rag series? I personally did not. I remember seeing bits and pieces of it because I know I hopped on a video and kind of looked. The only time I ever saw a stream was the one time it crashed and your GPU exploded or something. There we go. Trying to help him kill the RGs. There we go. Come here, bud. But yeah, no, I haven't seen your build on the Ragnarok series now. I know it's pretty big. Is it big and fancy, or is it just big as in so long as it fits everything, it's good? Correct me if I'm wrong in saying that it's a big build. No, over here, dude. You don't want... Okay, you know what? You want the Parasaur? Come get the Parasaur. Come on. Yeah, I know you want the Parasaur. Come on, let's go. No, don't look at the other Parasaur. Good boy. There we go. It was like a 20 high open wall build that spanned the bridge. Oh, shoot. You gotta see for yourself, but it's big and fancy. Understood. I don't know why, but unironically, walking around with a wild creature is actually super helpful. But yeah, no, dude, I'd have to see it. I do need to watch a video that Courage made about Rhynignatha taming, because I don't know anything about Rhynignatha taming. So he went out of his way. He made a whole video on it. Dude, I feel so bad I haven't actually watched it yet. Like, I've watched bits and pieces of it, but I've never sat down and watched it from beginning to end. I really need to, because I would like to tame a Rhynignatha either in this playthrough or one of my upcoming ones. Maybe in my next series, I'll spend more time taming stuff. However long it takes me to move on to that next series. Because I might be on this for like a couple years for all we know. That, or this is the run right here. This very well could be the run. I'm ready for it to be. Dude. It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but dude, it has the attention span of a puppy. Come on, dude. Over here. Over here. Oh my gosh, you're roaring. It's big and scary. How about we go to the beach together? How about instead of, you know, eating everything in sight, we go to the beach? I built a home specifically for you. And that's a Pteranodon. And another Rex. Level 45. Yeah, I'll kill it. I'm not really afraid of damaging my Rex so long as I lead him over to a dead body to eat. Or he's just not gonna... There we go. Alright, bud. Come on. Please hurry up. Oh, another Rex. Oh, level 10. Yo, I need to tame that. I do need to tame a male. It doesn't really matter what level, but I need to tame a male. 2 high-level females is probably more than enough to take out... More than enough to have the stats to take out the Gamma Brood Mother. You want the Listro? Come get it. Come get it. Gotta work in the AM, so you gotta head out, but as a first-time viewer, I like your content. Well, hell yeah, dude. I appreciate you stopping by. Really awesome to see you, dude. Really awesome to talk to you. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So weekdays except Wednesday. And then I start somewhere between 10:30 and 11 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So anytime around then, dude, stop on by. Would love to have you again. You have a good night, dude. Take care. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, and he's gonna go for the other Kentro. Okay, I killed everything else. Please, for the love of every... Don't go for the Dimorph. Holy crap. No, no, come get the Parasaur. Come get the Parasaur. Let him have his fun, I guess. Do you want this parasaur? I know. Yeah, you do. You do want the parasaur. Okay. This way. This way. Come over here. You see, he's actually holding attention on me right now. It's only because I have the parasaur. No other reason. Let me get on the floor. Here we go. Perfect. Finally. And you're 135, right? Yeah. Dodo Dex. Rex. 135. Is going to be 42 of my crossbow shots. Ow. Jerk. Honestly, I lost track of how many arrows I put into him. I've just been kind of having fun. Aw, dang it, I missed that one. Alright, here's a good way of figuring out how many I've put in him. I'm going to go earlier in the stream before I actually started tranquilizing. I had, is that 45? I think that says 45. And if that's true, I've put in not enough. That right there should be 40. So let's just put in like 3 more. You are really bloody, dude. 1 more. There we go. That should be enough. Hey, don't step on my bird. Can you go down, please? No, I did not just hit it. I did not. Oh my god. I'm about to give myself a heart attack for the stupidest reason. That Rex is almost done, though. Aw, dang it. 1 more feed. I feel like it was a little bit close, so I am gonna throw in another prime meat just to be absolutely certain that it tames out. Because that's almost the perfect tame right there. The only thing that I could have done better was kibble instead of prime. Or mutton, I guess. Oh, jeez. I want to hit the rocks. But yeah, I could have done kibble instead of prime, even though I don't have kibble. That was probably the only way I could have gotten it more perfect. But even then, like, I don't need 74 levels over 73 levels. That one level, it's not... I mean, it could have been the difference between a... Who am I kidding? No, it wouldn't be. Thought that was an alpha raptor for a second, but no, just a pack leader. Rex's, oh, they laid the exceptional kibble. Oh, okay. That is actually really good to know. I don't know if I'll be making kibble at any point. I feel as though it's kind of a big investment of time when you know, I'm kind of short on time. Oh, that guy ran out of food. Oh, wow. It's a good thing I checked his inventory. But yeah, it is a pretty big investment in time, so it's kind of difficult. Juxtabinks. So Juxtabinks has... Oh, I didn't want to grab that. 8,800 HP. 1806 stam. 750 weight. 418 melee. Why are you playing PvE on ASE over ASA? Well, I'm not playing PvE, I'm playing single player. I mean, I guess you could call it PvE, because, you know, it's obviously not PvP. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, PvE, it's the correct term. I just know it because I technically have PvP enabled, but no, you're right. I'm playing ASE for a few different reasons. One of the reasons is I'm not a big fan of ASA personally. I prefer ASE. Second, even if I did like ASA over ASE, my laptop cannot handle it. Those are the two main reasons. Like, yeah, ASA is cool, but I don't really like the direction of where it's gone. I don't like the idea of spending money on being able to tame a single creature in, you know, one map. Or maybe few maps, but still. I don't like the idea of having to spend real money to tame creatures. I'd rather be able to tame everything if they're going to give me access to something. I think that's a really dirty way of making people spend money. So that kind of stuff I don't really support. And besides, I already have everything that I could ever want here on ASC. So I really don't see the purpose in, you know, going somewhere that's, you know, wildly different. They do have some cool features, cool mechanics, cool dinos that I would love to have. But personally, the gains from it just aren't worth the cons. Pay to win mechanics, exactly. Like, I want to be able to do everything without having to spend an extra $1. And while, yeah, you do have to spend to get all the DLC for this one, I already own all the DLC, and I've enjoyed every DLC that I've played. I don't want to play the center and be like, gosh, I want to tame all the creatures, but it really sucks that I can't tame the one guy, the pyro main or whatever, who's basically just a crappier version of the shadow main. It's sloppy and it's a money grab. I've talked about it a lot. I don't want to get into too much detail because I've I shared my opinions more than enough. I have a few reasons not to be playing ASA personally. I'm playing the pre-Aquatica, not the beta, but I literally just did not update when Aquatica was released. I was about to, but I watched the Syntac video, and I saw that people were experiencing problems throughout the entirety of the game, including the disabled mods. So I just said no to it downloading, and have not downloaded it. I'm not touching a thing that they do anymore. The kibble can be used to tame more Rexes or Theries if you find some good ones. Maybe, but honestly, after these 2 Rexes that I tame, and then just like a low-level male or whatever, so long as it works, I don't really see the purpose in taming anymore. So I'm not really going to worry about it. Quite a few of the creatures introduced to ASA came from the ARK Editions mod. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I want to play Deinosuchus, I'll download the ARK Editions mod. It's exactly the same. Like, they just bought... I don't know if they bought ARK Editions or whatever, or they bought out the developers or something, paid them to have the guys in the game or whatever. But yeah, if I want to play with that kind of stuff, you know, I'll do it. I'll just download it. If I want to play with Raptor, like, yeah, it kind of sucks that I can't, but honestly, the Gigantoraptor doesn't interest me. You know? There's nothing really that they've released new that's interesting unless it comes from ARK Editions. If it's ARK Editions, then yeah, it's interesting, but I can play that anyways. Anything that they've done on their own, not interesting. Oasisaur is a cool idea, but not interesting to me. Makes sense. I really like ASA for literally anything PvP related. It's straight garbage. You find ASA is fun for messing around with friends or PvE stuff. I agree. How horrible the DLCs are. Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of cool, like, little features, like how you can swap your ammo without having to open your inventory. That's a really neat little thing that I wish that they would port over. But they've said that, you know, oh, we're done with ASE. We're never going to touch it ever again. And then Aquatica releases. Completely breaking whatever the heck they promised. Aquatica's broken everything. Yeah, exactly. I haven't updated for that reason. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty lucky that I was able to catch it beforehand. Because I don't even trust their pre-Aquatica beta. I don't know if it literally is the exact same thing. It very well could be the exact same thing that I'm playing right now. But because it comes from them, honestly, I'm not going to touch it. Call that trust issues, but I'm not touching it. Really like Dreadnoughtus on Extinction. Otherwise, I found most of ASA dinos are kind of lame. Yeah, Dreadnoughtus, I don't really know much about them. I know that they're basically a Brachiosaur, but for Titans, I think. I mean, maybe they are cool. I don't personally know. Aquatica was done by Snail Games. Wildcard didn't want to make it. Well, I think it's because Wildcard is too busy with ASA as well as ARK 2. So they say. But they're too busy with deadlines on ASA that they weren't able to work on that. And Snail Games didn't work on it themselves. They did hire a separate company to work on it for them. But that separate company, or I guess developer team, all they had were ARK assets to work with, and so the Aquatica is just ARK assets or things that they were able to find and purchase. There was no original assets for ARK Aquatica, so it wasn't technically Snail themselves, but it was completely, the whole decision was made by Snail to squeeze a little bit more money out of Aquatica, or out of ARK Evolved. You didn't have the choice but to use the pre-Aquatica update. Yeah, exactly. So I don't really know if the pre-Aquatica update is the same as what I'm playing right now. But for all I know, it is exactly the same. Or for all I know, it could be the same, but they still have a lot of those performance problems downloaded into it, because I doubt that they would just revert it back to how it was beforehand. I'm sure there's still some brokenness to the pre-Aquatica update. I'm not touching it. Don't know how they managed to make it laggier than ASA on release with pre-made assets. Oh, it's horrible. Everything is either reused or like purchased from somewhere. I don't, at least if I'm understanding correctly, maybe I'm wrong in that, but from what I know, it's all originally from the ARK Evolved assets. They just started using them. But it's that laggy because the game is already broken as is and non-functional to wildcard themselves. And so when you take another company or another developing team who has to use an already broken system, no matter what they do, it's going to be broken. But because they're not the creators of what's broken, they're going to break it further. Pair that with an absolutely atrocious deadline, then yeah, you're gonna get something like that that breaks the trust of all of your fans. The maximum difficulty setting is broken? What do you mean by it's broken? I'm just looking for like a male Rex. I'm not seeing anything anywhere. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. I'm just looking for a Rex because I already have 2 high levels. I have the high level unconscious right here, and then I also already tamed out a 150 with prime meat. So I'm just looking for a for a male because both of the ones I've tamed are female. Even if you check it, the max levels are 120 instead of 150. That's a normal thing. It's on my version of the game too. The only way to, well, it's because of the way the difficulty offset works. You have to like check a setting. No, he's talking about the setting that is checked. You can check the box that's maximum creatures. It does not work. It does not make it 150 across the board. It will always do 120. That's why in one of my last attempts, the one that I got really far in, it was still increments of 4 with a max of 120. The only way to fix it is to go into the INI setting itself and override maximum difficulty or difficulty offset or whatever it's called. But you need to set it to 5 instead of 4. Because the island, Scorched Earth, Aberration, and Extinction all have a difficulty offset of 4. So every creature is going to be in increments of 4 no matter what you do. In both Genesis and all of the non-canon maps, in those ones specifically, it's 150. But if you wanted to get 150 on the island or the island 2 extinction, you have to go into the INI settings and change them yourself. All right, we got it modded. Time to record. Well, dude, have fun doing that. Can't wait to see what kind of stuff you upload, dude. I'm excited. I'm assuming that means you're gonna get going, so have a good night, dude. Appreciate you stopping by. Are you guys on Steam or Microsoft ARK? This is Steam. Here, let me... I don't mind giving a tutorial, but I also don't want to give away personal data. So I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any personal data. No, it looks fine. So, nah, we stay. Gotta farm those hours. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you a lot. Anyways, this is Steam, or this is my Steam library. I have it in a separate disk. But if you go Steam apps, oh, you're playing. No, you're playing Switch, so you can't do this. Sorry. But if you go common, ARK, shooter game, it's gonna be under config. No, it's gonna be under saved config, Windows no editor. It's game user settings. That pulls up this nonsense. It's this one right here. I have override official difficulty set to 5 because normally when it's set to 4, it has them in increments of 4 up to 120. This one does increments to 5, maximum of 150. You could do 6 and it'll go increments of 6 up to level 130, stuff like that. But that's the kind of the general gist of how it works. For Switch, I have absolutely no idea. Oh, you're on PC too? Yeah. If you're on Switch or if you're on PC, then yeah, that's how you get there. You could just go back and pause. You can follow the directory. Yours is probably going to be a little bit different, but that's how mine looks. On Microsoft, you can just click on the difficulty and type a number as high as you want. Well, you can do that on here too. The problem is with doing that is it doesn't work because there's difficulty and then there's difficulty offset. Those are two different things. So you have a slider for difficulty. It's a number between 0 and 1, or you could type in your own number. But difficulty of 1 is a difficulty offset of 4 on the original 4 maps. A difficulty offset of 5 is a max level of 150. That's what it is for Genesis 1 and 2, as well as all of the non-official. So the Center, Ragnarok, Valgero, any of the non-official ones you can name. Lost Island, whatever. So if you want to change specifically the level increments, you've got to change the difficulty offsets, which is separate from the difficulty value. Cheap, you want the personal data? You get no personal data. I don't want you knowing where I live. I don't want you knowing my name. My name's Insomniac. All you need to know is I can't sleep. No, you're on PC too? Oh, okay, then that's good. Windows and type ipconfig. I am not typing ipconfig. No way. Everyone in chat, like the vid. Yes, sleep. There are 17 mofos in here that are sleeping. Yes, guys, like the video. Listen to Chief. Chief knows what he's talking about. He's a cool dude. And if you want to be cool dude as well, don't forget to like the video. Or like the stream in this scenario. I am going to make myself some flak armor because this chitin sucks. Except the helmet. The helmet's actually really dang good. Is it worth repairing that? I mean, it's got much better durability. Yeah, I'll keep it. Guess I'm asleep. I got you. It's okay, we all sleep without noticing sometimes. Not just you. Dude, there we go. Yeah, the offset and stuff is just in the settings. Like, oh, it is. Well, that's lame. I want access to that. I was not paying attention to how starved that guy is. Hold on 1 second. 8,700 minus 8,150 divided by 50. That's 11 feeds. 11 feeds would bring him down to 5 left. 32 minutes. Actually, no, we're going to go 5 divided by 16 times 32. That's 10. Yeah, I can do it. Okay. Quick maths. But yeah, I should be able to feed this guy, and I think he'll tame out without the food spoiling. You're awake at night because it's too hot to do stuff during the day. Yeah, you're in Florida. I don't blame you, honestly. Florida's nasty. It's pretty nasty over here, too, in Arizona. Like, it's nighttime right now. I checked the weather, like, when the stream started, because I was talking to Courage about it. It's 102. Or it was 102 at 11 o'clock. 102 degrees at 1 o'clock, or at 11 o'clock is crazy. And then in the day, it's going to peak at, like, 115. It was in the 120s earlier this week. But yeah, no, it's been really nasty right now. I can only imagine what it's like down in Florida when you also have, what, 60% humidity? And and isn't there a bunch of storms down there too? I heard that there might be another hurricane. Or is that West Coast? It might be West Coast that has a hurricane going on right now. I just heard there's some kind of storm. That be hot. It do be hot, let me tell you. I experience it every day. I walk outside and I just start sweating. It's like I opened the oven and just stood in front of it. It's a dry heat, as all of the Arizonians love to say. An actual, like, humid heat sounds absolutely miserable. And I know that Florida has a lot of that. I don't need that or that. Honestly, I don't even need a Megaloceros. The trike is, like, busted for thatch gathering. I never knew that until taming a trike in my last playthrough. This right here has all the prime meat that I'll ever need for this Rex. It can be only 90 degrees but feel over 100. Yeah, that sounds about right. Over here, like, for the 105, that's supposed to be tomorrow, or 115. No, I'm thinking of something else. For right now, it said it was 105, but it said that it feels more like 102. Between, like, the wind and whatnot, it's 105, but it feels 102. So it's not 1-to-1. It's not as bad as you think, but it's still really bad. Phoenix, Arizona, it's horrible over here. It's been worse. So it's not like I can really complain all too much, but I still can say that, yeah, it's pretty dang bad. You know what I mean? Oh, I never checked this guy's stats either. Frick, dude, I always forget to check stats when they're unconscious. All right, at 135. average. 1218 is average. 450 is average. 8700 is average. Or no, 660 is average. 200 is average. Another completely average Rex. That's nice. Pull that out. Raw. There we go. That Rex is cooked. Yeah, no, it's not the best stats. I haven't found like a Rex with the best stats, but honestly, since I'm doing beta, this is probably more than enough. Average is better than terrible. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not too worried about it, honestly. Can't see anything. I do want to grab that red drop, though. I think that's on Carno Island. But yeah, average is definitely better than terrible. So I mean, I'm cool with it. It's just I would personally prefer that it's good. Either way, the brood mother's going down. Dragon's going down. Monkey's going down. Gamma, easy. Actually, one question I had. If you if you ascend on all of the story maps, do you have enough levels to get everything in Genesis Part 2? Since you have stuff, actually that was a berry saddle, I'll take it. Do you have all the levels you need to get all the Genesis 2 engrams? Because that's, let's say we do Gamma. +5, +5, +5, +5, +5. So that's 25 extra levels, so that's 130. Oh yeah, you can definitely do that. Cheap, yes. After I already did all the math. Thank you. Yeah, Barry's excellent for cave runs. That's exactly what I was thinking. You get to 160 or around there? No, if I'm doing Gamma for all of them, it would be only +5 per map. And since I'm doing the 4 base maps as well as Genesis 1 before getting to Genesis 2, that should be only 25 extra levels. And at 105 being the base, that's 130. Yeah. No, if I were doing Alpha, I'd be close to like 200 because that's 5 maps, each at 15. That's 75 at additional levels. Yeah, 75. That's 180. I will have more than enough. Oh yeah, 100%. If I'm doing beta, then I imagine it's going to be somewhere between 180 and 130. So like 150. Yeah, because it... Oh no, 155. I'm not going to be doing beta. Unless I'm like super duper confident and maybe like the Manticore. And that's it. Okay. What do I want to do now? Rex laid an egg? Oh, would you look at that? Well, thank you. Thank you. What's your name? Juxtabinks. Thank you, Juxtabinks. I'll keep that forever. I say I'll keep it forever. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. Do you know what valid public watch hours means, by the way? I'm trying to apply for money. Valid, that just means like watch time in general, I think. Because I think when it comes to like people joining, like if I open a video, I watch like 5 seconds and I close it out, I don't think those 5 seconds count. That's kind of how it is for like shorts as well. If somebody doesn't stop by and stay for like at least a couple seconds, if they just like swipe by immediately, it doesn't count towards your watch time. But like Yeah, so long, because I've had like a decent amount of people in the stream all day or all night. I'm actually doing really good tonight in terms of views. Thank you guys for being here and sticking around. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this would actually be like a good chunk towards that. They asked for like 3,000 or something. Hours watched say 4,000 ish. I thought it was closer to 3,000. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I thought I'm like halfway there and I'm at like 1,600 or something like that. So not doing too bad for myself. But it has to be within a 90-day period. So anything beyond that, it just starts cutting off. Public watch hours, they say 260. I'm not sure what that is then, honestly. I'm not too worried about making money. I mean, it would be nice. Because if I can start doing this on the side, then hey, every little bit of side money definitely adds up. Yeah, I can tell you right off the bat, he has way worse health. And he might have worse melee. So honestly, this Rex might be useless to me. Which seems like a lie. Yeah, I honestly don't understand how that whole system works. One server you played, which did monthly wipes, I managed to get a level 190. Dang, dude. You must have done some, like, explorer note collecting, maybe some, chibi leveling. Did you go to Fjordur and collect some runes? I wouldn't be surprised if you did. She'll lay eggs for you, so she's not useless. No, not useless per se, but in terms of stats, useless. I'm gonna name you Usifa. Yeah, worse HP, worse stamina, 780 weight, better weight by 100% useless in terms of stats. That sucks. Like 1 extra level in weight, but I don't care about weight in a battle Rex, honestly. You did runes on Fjordur for 5 levels and Chibi for 5 levels and did all alpha ascensions. Dang, dude, good on you. Isn't the max level like... I thought it was in the like 200-ish area. Maybe I'm wrong. Because if you did all alphas and you did the Chibis and the Fjordur runes, then I mean I'm sure I thought you would go over. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm thinking it means accounts that are verified and that have subscriptions set to public, but that's just a guess. I don't think that would be the case, personally. I mean, that could be what it is, for all I know. But honestly, my goal is to just kind of ignore it, and eventually it'll do itself. I'm more so having fun with the streaming, so I'm not really worried too much about it. I mean, that could be true. Maybe that is how it works, and, you know, maybe I hit that tomorrow, maybe I hit that 5 years from now. Either way, I'm going to keep streaming. It would be nice, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I completely understand. It would be nice. Yeah, sir, dude. What's up? How you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a while. By that, I mean, like, probably 2 days. 2 or 3 days. But yeah, dude, welcome to the stream. 205 Tai. I appreciate that. IIRC. I always forget what that means. But yeah, I got you. 205, that does make sense. Do you need 4,000 in 90 days, or is it just overall progress? I think it's in 90 days. Is that a Giga? That's a car char. Level 5 car char. If Courage were here, who would tell me to tame it? Good morning or good evening, I don't know. I'm Mountain Standard Time, so it's late as hell. It's almost 1 a.m. for me. Anytime I stream, it's late at night. So you can assume based off of that. But is it... I think it's within 90 days. Because if it goes beyond the 90 days, I'm pretty sure it goes back down. So you need to be getting like a consistent amount of views for them to consider monetizing your content. It's 10 a.m. for you, Yasser? Yeah, it's late over here. You're probably like on the opposite side of the world, honestly. Probably somewhere in like Europe or Asia. Here in America, it's late as hell. That's like 2 uploads a day. RIP my sanity. Yeah, exactly. It's either that or I know there's different requirements for shorts because you can get monetized by going the shorts route, but the requirements are so much higher because of how much easier it is to get views and whatnot. Quetzal. It is a Quetzal, yeah. I never take the time to actually tame one, but yeah, look at him go. $11 a.m. for you. Oh, okay. R.I.P. my sanity. Hey, that's if you're tryharding to get it. You don't gotta try hard to get it. One of these days it'll get you. One of these days you'll be like, oh shoot. I didn't even know I could be making money this whole time. At least that's how it's gonna be for me. I didn't know I could be making that much money. I didn't know I could be making money this whole time. That's crazy. $10 million pub views. Yeah. Yeah, that's so much. I mean, it makes sense for shorts, but that is just so much. Out of 500,000 views, you have 15,000 valid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure valid just means somebody actually took the time to properly watch it instead of just clicking on it. If I had to place a guess. Less than 0.01% of the way there. Yeah, I have to take a look at where I'm at, honestly, because I checked not too long ago, but it's been a minute. Let me pull it up on my phone. Let's see where I'm at. YouTube Studio. I'm at 8,008 subscribers. Boob. Funny. Monetize. 3 video uploads in the last 90 days. Check. And then one of the following. 1,500 valid public watch hours. Oh no, I need 3,000. I'm at 1,500 in the last 365 days. Or 3 million valid shorts views in the past 90 days. Okay. So no, for the valid public watch hours, it's got to be 3,000 within the last 365 days. So I'm halfway there, basically. Dude, where are all these Rexes? Like, I just need one male Rex. It doesn't even matter what level. And the one time I'm actually looking for them, they just don't show up. I get jumped by them non-stop. And then when I'm like, hey, where's the Rexes? They're gone. I'm happy I got an RG to do this, but geez. You do so much stuff with other YouTubers and games that I could probably do good on YouTube, but I'm too lazy to edit. Hey man, I don't edit, period. All I do is stream. You don't ever have to edit. I posted videos that are completely non-edited. The only time you should edit is if that's the kind of content you want to upload. If you don't want to upload edited content, there will be people who want to watch that. There obviously are people who don't, but there will be people who do. So don't limit yourself based on the kind of content that you think people are going to watch. Just do what you want to do, and the people who want to watch your stuff, they'll find you and they'll watch it. You know what I mean? Sure, there are better ways of growing faster, but just do what you want to do. That would be odd, as your average view duration is 70 to 9%. Oh wait, that's good. Keep scrolling down. To be fair, it says updated August 3rd. Next update is the 10th. 2 days, you'll check back in. Gotcha. Yeah, mine also... Oh, mine's showing, yeah, the same thing. August 3rd. It probably updates for everybody around the same time. I reached the halfway mark and I didn't even know. Search in behind the green outpost. I could check over there. I'm just gonna check this mountain real quick, and if not, which I'm not seeing it, I'm gonna go back to Carno Island, and I'm just gonna start killing stuff and flying in circles, because I'm really tired of looking around. Keep scrolling to the bottom. Oh, eligibility. Okay, so that's where it says the 4,000 valid public watch hours. I'm still at 1,500 out of 4,000. Right above, I'm at 3,000 out of 1,500. Or 1,500 out of 3,000. So what's the difference between the two bars of eligibility? Oh, it's based on what kind of earnings you want to make. So the top one, where it's 3,000 for 3,000 hours, it's memberships, supers, and shopping. So you can't do memberships, you can't do supers, you can't do shopping until you reach the 3,000. Then you scroll down, and then where it says continue to grow, watch page ads and shorts feeds ads, you can't get ads on your content until you reach that 4,000. So it's two separate things. I think I'm understanding it. The male Rexes are all hiding. I know, dude. What the hell? Like, where are they? Sorry for bad English. Hey, no need to be sorry, dude. We just a couple dudes chilling. No need to be sorry for anything. You're all good. But yeah, no, I got you over by Green Obby. I can check over Green Obby. It's just a little ways away, and I'd have to, you know, walk my Rex all the way back home. Or invest in cryopods. I could do either way, honestly. I'm overheating. Oh, I know. I'm about to start stripping. I'm still overheating. I just made a really crappy decision. I should have I should have put that stat in my stamina, because now it's going to be off. Another female. That's nice. Looking for that ad money. That ad money kind of works on its own. That membership stuff, that don't really work on its own. I got cloth armor and RG zip. Oh, dude. Lifesaver. You're so right. I completely forgot about that nonsense. It's not stopping me from dying, but it'll slow down the dying 100%. 90 good, why? Because I'm not looking for stats right now. I'm just looking for a male Rex of any level, so that way I can breed it with the Rexes that I already have. Because frankly, the stats that they have, it's good enough. The only thing that I need right now is to make further progress. And further progress means getting my Rex army. Rex army means I just need to start breeding. I don't really need to be looking... I don't need to be stat hunting right now. Do I have a female? Yes, I have 2 females back at home. Both, one was a perfect 150 tame, and the other was a 135. God damn, dude, this heat wave is killing me. Literally. Oh, there we go. It went back to just overheating. It's okay. Or hot. But yeah, honestly, I don't even know what I would do with a membership. Like, for my stuff. Like, what would I put on a membership? Like, service? What kind of stuff do you guys even want to see? What can I offer that's worth, like, what, $5 a month? Even, oh, I mean, it could be like $2 a month. It doesn't have to be $5. It could even be $1 a month, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, what kind of stuff would people even, like, want to see at that point? You know what I mean? My address. So only the people who pay me $5 per month get to know my home address. I'll dox myself, but only to those who are willing to fork over literal spare change. That's a wonderful idea, Tai. I don't know why I ever thought this was a hard decision to make. Bro, are you really stuck? There's no way in hell you're actually stuck. Live tracking beacon for $10. Yeah, I'll send you guys an invite to my Life 360. So you guys could just track my every movement wherever I go. For an additional $5, you can even like get access to a little microphone that I'll have on my person so you can listen to all of my interactions. I think that's pretty fair. Custom emojis in chat. I mean, yeah. I'd have to make some emojis. I could have my sister make some emojis. She's artsy. We need the OF. Oh, hell no. I'll download the nude mod for ARK, and I'll just show you nudes of like Lil Tim. Because I know you guys want to see those bulky arms and tiny little legs up close. How does that sound? Please don't drown yourself. Please don't go unconscious in the water. I'm gonna kill you if you do that. There we go. You know what, Cheap? I don't think that's very fair. Unless you want to see the Lil Tim OF, I'm not doing an OF. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to to get your hopes up by asking what you guys wanted to see. Maybe in an alternate timeline, like if this was like, I don't even know what the reference. If this were like The Flash, the TV show, and I'd broken the timeline like 20 times already after learning my lesson 20 times already, then maybe I would do that. But unfortunately, we live in the timeline where I did learn that that's a bad thing. And my RG's stuck. There he goes. The Flash started off so good and fell off so bad. Dude, every season that came out after the season 1 was worse than the last one, in my opinion. 2 was the only kind of decent one, but even then, I think they could have done better. Like, 2 was decent, they could have done better, in my opinion. The Savitar one being, I'm you, but from an alternate future. That was kind of stupid, in my opinion. I mean, I guess it kind of worked, but it was kind of stupid. And then, beyond that, I couldn't finish. I think I finished the season where they introduced Nora Allen. And then, by next season, where Reverse Flash is back for the 5th time. Oh, shoot. You want to watch it, Zip It? I'm sorry, dude. I'll shut up. But yeah, yeah, I will say that no spoilers. I'm sorry. But then again, it's kind of your fault because that show's been out for what, 10 years now? You gotta watch it, man. I would say just watch like the first 2, maybe 3 seasons if you want to get more. I just would say don't get your hopes too high for 3. No problem, just saying. Thank you. But yeah, no. 1 was good. 2 was all right. I think they could have done it better, but it was still good. And then 3, I think in some eyes it could be good. Yeah, you just said 10 out of 10 on season 1 through 3. Yeah. I mean, to each their own. I personally wasn't a huge fan of 3, but I could see how it was good to some people. I did really like the... Gosh dang it, I was about to spoil it again. I really liked that they brought the actor of Draco Malfoy in and what they did with his character. That's all I'll say. I really liked that they had that dude. I forget his name. You're watching Walking Dead? You're just watching all the shows that fall off. Walking Dead, I never watched it, but I heard that one was great, but then it fell off super hard. Like, crazy. But it was mainly because they kept the show going for the sake of keeping it going instead of actually, like, calling it quits at some point. And so it was just horrible to watch. Season 3 is the second best to most people. Really? Huh. Okay, maybe I'm weird. Because that's the one with Savitar, right? I am remembering that correctly. That's Savitar. Because that is also where they bring in Tom Felton. That's his name. I wasn't a huge fan of that one. You loved The Walking Dead at the start and you're barely watching anymore? Yeah, no. Once it... I heard that they kind of lost the entirety of like all of the characters. And then at some point they even killed off like the main character just because the guy didn't want to do it anymore. Like they beat the dead horse beyond its beating. Shut up. No. I'm not I'm sorry, Yasser. I'm trying not to spoil, but I'm also trying to have a conversation, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, at least the name doesn't really mean anything to you, okay? The name won't mean anything to you. It's not like a big surprise when they introduce it. Or it's not like a mystery when they introduce it. It's kind of when they introduce it, it's like, oh my gosh. That's the name of the new villain. Like it's not a surprise, okay? It's not a surprise at all. So I don't think it's that bad of a spoiler. I do apologize. No more from me at this point forward. But yeah. Rick died? Who the heck is Rick? Oh, he's talking about The Walking Dead? Ah, shoot. No, I did just spoil Walking Dead. Shoot. I'm sorry, dude. I need to shut up. I'm not even thinking. You did not just say, who's Rick? Yeah, no, I don't know who Rick is, honestly. I'm sorry, Yasser. I'm sorry. You think... Sorry, man. I'm gonna shut up now. He won't know if he ever actually dies. I mean, okay. I've never seen the show, so I cannot confirm or deny if what you're saying is accurate. But that's very possible. They do like bringing characters back in shows, that kind of stuff. Main character SMH. I just know what happens to the main character. I don't actually know the names of anybody. Like I said, I've never watched the show. He died in season 30. There wasn't even a season 30. I call cap. Yeah, well, I mean, I could be wrong in that. Like, Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp said that he was never going to come back to reprise the role, but I guess he is. I also heard just recently that he is. The reason why he said that he wouldn't is because they took Amber Heard's side, like the second the lawsuit said, and said that they're not going to be working with him anymore. He said that he'd never be working with them, and then out of nowhere, he's like, oh yeah, no, I'll do Pirates 6. So it very well could be that I heard that at some point, and maybe that was true at some point, but for all I know, he came back. I don't really know. I'm giving you what I know, and that's absolutely minimal. I know that the dude from the main, I forget his name, but the dude from Punisher's in it. He's pretty cool. Whether or not he dies, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'm assuming he does. I'm assuming most people in every show dies. If I'm being completely honest. Bro blows all his movie money in a year. Does he really? You're talking to me. I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. They really like making... Oh, I already read that one. But yeah, I'm take everything that I say with like a mountain of salt because I don't know anything. Stranger Things is good. I will partially agree on that. Season 1 and Season 2 were good. I heard there were some people who weren't a big fan of Season 2. I think the only reason why they didn't like Season 2 was because Season 2 had Season 1. They had to follow up Season 1. I think that's like the big reason why Season 2 wasn't taken as well by fans is because it had to follow up Season 1, which is a ridiculous standard. Season 1 was amazing. Like, it was done super well. For a low-budget film, super well. Season 3, I did not like. Like, it was like, okay, that's a bit harsh. I enjoyed it, but not as Stranger Things. I wouldn't say that I enjoyed it as Stranger Things. I just enjoyed it. Season 4, genuinely to me, was pretty dang stupid. Like, it feels like they're trying to use the same formula for every single thing, but they just keep on getting worse at it. Stranger Things was shockingly good. What's it about? It's really hard to explain. Not gonna lie, I would watch it. It's definitely worth it. It's about a scary monster, right? I watched it a long time ago, so I don't know what happened in the season, sort of. So, basic gist of how Stranger Things is. Small town. Boy goes missing. Everyone's like, oh, what happened to the boy? And it basically follows like 3 storylines of the friends of the boy, the mom and the sheriff, and the brother of the boy and like this girl that he's interested in. And they're all going in 3 separate directions, and they're learning their own unique like hints and stuff to try to find out what happened to the boy. And then all of their paths kind of converge at this single point where it's something incredibly supernatural, and they kind of have to work together to solve the problem, right? That's kind of the basic formula of Stranger Things. It is really good. I won't tell you if they find him or not, obviously. I won't tell you what happens during it, but that's kind of the whole gist of the show. Is it's like a mystery, and yeah, it's kind of a mystery, and they're all trying to solve it, and they kind of work together. So it's like It. I've never watched It, honestly. Maybe that is the case, for all I know. But it's like, it's very obvious that whatever's going on is supernatural. They're saying it's not like It. It is more like horror. This is not like in depth. I would say imagine like a mystery from... Have you ever watched Criminal Minds? Imagine you take like one of those stories. Instead, it's a supernatural, like alien monster type thing from another dimension. You stretch it across the whole season, and then instead of everybody working together to solve the mystery, you have 3 groups of people solving their own mysteries, and all of the information that they learn converge in a single point at the end. I don't know if that makes sense, but Stranger Things was done super well. Like, season 1 was done super well. Season 2, they tried to do the same thing, but it was really hard for them because they had to follow up Stranger Things season 1. Because 1 was a masterpiece. 2 had high expectations, and so it's obviously going to fail. But for what it was, I thought it was good. In my opinion, 3, they kind of lost it. Like they had like the formula, but they didn't execute it in a way that was satisfying. And then 4 was kind of the same deal. Sounds like Criminal Minds crossed with X-Files. You know what? That is a really good point. It is more like X-Files than Criminal Minds, where there's like a supernatural, nobody knows what the heck is going on. It's like, it's weird mysteries. Like really weird type of shenanigans. Except, it, like I said, it's that like branching off of everybody like learning what they can, and then eventually everyone's like, oh, you were exploring this too? Yeah, I was exploring this too. This is what I know. Oh, this is what I know. Holy crap. We know everything we need to know. You know what I mean? Yeah, but 4 was better than 3. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. I could see how that's the case. I don't know if I personally don't really have any comparison notes when it comes to those two, but personally, yeah, I can see that being the case. What's up, y'all? What's up, Joe Gillis? Welcome to the stream, dude. I don't recognize your name, so if you've been in the stream before, I do apologize. If you haven't been in the stream, welcome, welcome. Really love to see you here. Just a chillax stream. I'm not going to be streaming too much longer. I just got this Rex. I've got my max Rex, or I got a pretty good Rex that I got, that max level. I'm going to check out their stats, and then from there I might do a little bit of like breeding on them. But I can't really think of much more to do, if I'm being completely honest with you. You watched the entire show in like a week, so you can't remember the difference between seasons. Season 3 was the mall. Season 4 was Russia. Like, in Russia. You know what I mean? I don't know if that kind of explains it. Yeah. Because season 3 ends with, you know, everything that happened with the mall. And then season 4 starts with them making their way over. The mall was good. The mall one is the one that I have the most gripes with personally. Joe Gillis just starting ARK? No. Well, yes, just starting in this playthrough, but not new to the game. No. This is episode 3, and I've already got my boss Rexes that I'm ready to start breeding with. If that kind of gives you an idea. Like, I've definitely played the game before, but yeah, brand new playthrough. Is your goal in the series to beat all the bosses? My goal in the series is to beat all the bosses here on the island. Take the character, go to Scorched Earth, beat the boss, go to Aberration, beat the boss. I'm doing them all back to back to back to back to back to back to back on a single character, 0 deaths. That is my goal. In Spic. So it's a little bit of a it's a busy time around here, but it's all in good fun. We all love the game around here. Anyone who's played it, we love the game. You take it back, 3 is better than 4. I don't know if I'd say 3 is better than 4. I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings. Personally, I wasn't satisfied with either of the seasons. I think that they kind of became something they weren't. Versus season 1 and season 1 was good. Season 2 tried their best to stay true to what Stranger Things was, and then going into season 3, they kind of went for what was popular. Do I recommend Prison Break? I've never seen it. My parents did. I remember being downstairs because, you know, the TV's like, the living room's downstairs. My house is my room is upstairs. I remember going downstairs and watching them watch it, and they kept on saying it was good. So I mean, if I had to give you from what I know, yeah, Prison Break's good. I just couldn't tell you if it was good. It's got the same dude as it's got what's his name? Captain Cold from The Flash. Mr. Snart, or whatever his name was. You have 8,000 hours, but you're PvP mostly. Yeah, I'm at 2,700 hours. Not as much as like people like you, but I've been playing since 2015. I just play really off and on, and so I'm super. I shouldn't say super. I am knowledgeable in like the mechanics of the game and that kind of stuff. I'm more so yeah, I like the mechanics and stuff. I like exploits. I like breaking things. So I really enjoy pushing the game to the limits and doing this in hardcore. I'm using every trick in the book that I can besides console commands. You know what I mean? You like the crop stuff that happened in the farm fields? I Are you talking about season? Is it season 2 where that happens? ARK came out in 2017. Yeah, the full release came out in 2017, but early access came out early 2015. I've been playing since early access. If you look up, because I started playing around the very first Fear Evolved. If you look up Fear Evolved 1 on the ARK wiki, it's October 2015. That was around about the time I first started getting into the game. So yes, it did come out in 2017, and it came out on a bunch of different consoles in 2017 because of that. However, the game has existed on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation way before then. I ain't tweaking, trust me. I've been playing this game since I was 12 years old. You like Fantasy World and such, you can't find movies have Fantasy World. I've heard that Game of Thrones is good. You just don't watch the last season. Watch every season before the final season. You were like 10 when you started? Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'm 21 now. 2015 was... Oh, that was 10 years ago. Almost 10 years ago. Shoot, I've been playing this game since I was 11. Gosh. Like 11 or 10, like, yeah, 11 or 12, somewhere around there. That's crazy. Tai, you started in 2019. Oh, I got you. Yeah, 2017 was when they did their full release. But it's been in early access much longer than that. People who are, I guess, veterans like me, we've been playing since early access. It was available on Steam. It was basically just a full release. The only difference between that and any other full release game is that they could have bugs, and it was totally fine. Sorry, my mom walked in saying goodnight. It's 1:30 and she just got home from work. But yeah, like, the only difference between an actual, like, early access game and, the only difference between a full release game and early access ARK was the amount of bugs that there was. It wasn't like a private beta or anything. Nintendo Switch official, I played for like a year and a half. I got like 3,000 hours on it. Oh, dang. So you did find the hours. That's good. First 3 apps are good, but then it goes downhill. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. You sure on some PvE official server. I didn't even know ARK was on Switch. I'm a vet. Did Switch get popular? I don't know if Switch is popular, honestly. For me, I've just been playing since the early days, and I've only ever played on my computer. I haven't played on any of the consoles. And then I've only ever played like single player. I don't do official servers. I don't do any servers. I've played with friends before, or I've played with like my siblings, but that's really it. I don't know how I played 0.5 times Island Official with old non-TLC dinos and without Cryopod level 100 looked like a year later to get. Oh yeah, it was already dead by then. The Nintendo ARK used to be really popular. If you take a look at my like very first video that I've ever uploaded, it's a speed run of the game. That's like 3 hours, like 3.5 hours ish. A lot of the comments talk about, dude, why didn't you use cryopods or whatever? It's because that video was released before cryopods even existed, and I would have gotten a better speedrun time had I had cryopods, but cryopods didn't exist when I released it. Or maybe they did exist, but they weren't released on the island yet. Because originally when they released, it was like this. Where it's like you can only learn it on extinction. So you didn't have access to it. You played strictly PvP the last 8 years. Part of me feels bad for you, but at the same time you chose that for yourself, so I can't really say that. When I was young that I don't know how, watching your brother playing. Yeah, I watched my brother play ARK, and that's kind of how I got into it. I started playing off of his account. Because he's like, how old is he now? He's like 4 years older than me. So he was still lying about his age to play, but every kid at that age was lying about their age. These aren't too cold, are they? No, they're not. Who says that? Why did you just not use cryopods? Probably could have gotten a better run. Okay, listen. If I coulda, I woulda, believe it or not. Because cryopods are an absolute godsend. The Overseer blessed us with cryopods, and you know what? If I could use cryopods back in the day, I 100% would have. But no, I had to walk 2 Rexes from every single obelisk. I had to walk 2 Rexes from the freaking green obelisk to the red obelisk to the blue obelisk to the volcano. I had to. I was forced, Cheap. I was forced. I was forced. Just use the fly cheat, though. Nuh-uh. No. I'm not doing that. No. Once you got a PC, you only ever played PvP. I hate PvP in this game. It's so toxic. I've tried it a few times, and I got alright. I did alright for myself, but it was so stupid logging off for a couple hours, coming back and just finding myself completely wiped. Like, it's so stupid. Maybe I just joined in a bunch of bad servers, but anytime I tried it, it was just horrible. I never had a good experience because the players, they don't know how to let other people have fun. Just use the fly cheat. It's an easy 1 hour time skip. Dude, it's more than a 1 hour time skip, especially if you let me use Ghost. I'll just Ghost to the end of the artifacts. Dude, I don't even need to run caves. You know what I mean? I don't need sleep for the first 40 hours. I play a new wipe. Yeah, and you see, I just don't have that amount of free time, honestly. Nuh-uh, it's 1 hour. I did it no cap. I mean, I'd say I trust you, but I don't. I'd say I trust you, but I'm an honest man. I would like to see this. Can you send me a link to it on Discord? I'd love to watch that video. I'd love to watch that speedrun. Oh, I didn't even notice what you were saying, Joe, earlier. Sorry about that. Lots of cheaters and meshing. I remember when cryos were about to come out, we thought the game was ruined. I mean, for me, being a PvE player, I was kind of excited for the change, personally. But, yeah, no, I can definitely see how in a PvP scenario it was awful. The one thing that I was really excited for personally when it came to the cryopods was the caving. Because the caving would be so much easier. You know. What's it called? Yeah, caving would be so much easier when you could bring creatures in that normally wouldn't fit. And that honestly came true. With what are they called? Like Snow Cave is super easy now with Rexes. Snow Cave is easier than ever. Because dude, Ice Cave, the only like reliable method of doing it back in the day was to literally just go inside, set up a small base, and then like, oh yeah, like you just said, I raising baby aloes inside the ice cave, because if you raised Rexes in the ice cave, they wouldn't be able to fit past one of the corridors, so you needed to do something smaller, unless you wanted to do 2 outposts. It was so stupid. You're gonna go now? Well, you have a good night, Kane. It was nice seeing you, dude. Nice talking with you. Hope to see you again soon, my guy. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what to do with the last little bit of time we got. Because I got like another 10 minutes, and I don't really want to waste time. But at the same time, I don't really have anything else. It's really... I would like to do, as soon as I can, the Cunning Cave. Because the Cunning Cave is the absolute #1 most difficult part of this run. Because there is no such thing as brute forcing it. Like, that's just not a viable option for me. What is a viable option for me is going from the beginning all the way to the end. Grabbing the artifact, running all the way back to the exit. That is the only viable option. There is no brute forcing it. It's Cave of the 100. Shut up, cheap. The Cunning is the #1 difficult cave. So my idea is to get that done as soon as possible. I'd like to get it done either to... It's not going to happen today. Either next episode or the episode after. I want to speed run that thing as soon as I can to just get it out of the way. Because if I die, I don't have to waste 100 hours of time. Because it's going to be just as easy now as it's going to be 20 episodes from now. Because there's no brute forcing it. I just have to get from the beginning of the cave to the end of the cave. What I did last time, just grapple glitch through. I don't know what the grapple glitch is. I don't mind, like, methods of grappling from beginning to end, but I will say that I don't like using super extreme glitches. So if it's anything like meshing, then, you know, I don't really want to do that. But if it's like a proper strategy, then I'm down to check it out. It's basically a thing you can do to fling yourself really fast, and it's far not extreme at all. Oh yeah, then I know what that is. I did some experimenting with it because I was gonna try to do some speedruns with it, but it just never turned out. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I just don't understand how that would get you from the beginning to the end of the Cunning Cave. Maybe I'm just like not processing it correctly, but yeah, I don't really see how that would get you through the Cunning Cave. Get you through fast. You can kind of stick to the roof with grapples. You get you through fast, and you can kind of just stick to the roof with grapples. I mean, even then, you still got to get into the artifact room, which is going to be loaded with, you know, every hostile creature imaginable from the depths of hell. What my strategy was when I did it last time was I just took a Diplocaulus and I just speed ran it. Ran in, grabbed it, ran out as fast as I could. I did, at first, I dragged everybody away from the artifact itself. And then I got onto the land portion and I walked all the way over. That way there was there were less creatures in the main area that I could escape. So like my strategy worked pretty well. In most of my testing it worked pretty well. It's just because it's so bare bones and basic. If I do it now, I mean I could do it now, or I can do it, like I said, 20 episodes from now. I have the same chances of getting from beginning to end. I don't increase my odds by waiting, and by waiting I just risk losing more and more. So I think I've got to do that sooner rather than later. Or just hear me out. I really don't want to hear you out, Jeep. You can mesh. No. Because I would... You can thank me latter. If you're going to suggest stupid things, I'm going to make stupid grammar corrections. You can thank me latter? Really? Yeah, okay. I'll thank you latter. Whatever the heck that means. Like Latter-day Saints? No. It's ladder, not ladder. Oh, my bad. My bad, cuh. You could do some cave jobs for a good pump. Honestly, dude, I'm not going to be transferring anything over. I just want to get in and out as fast as possible. So I don't really need... I'm going to be doing Gamma. An army of Rexes with these stats here, you know, imprinted and then leveled up a little bit. That's going to be more than enough to take down all of the bosses in Gamma, including the Tech Cave in Gamma. The caves, really the only ones that I'm worried about are the Cunning and maybe the Brute. A good pump could guarantee you you run through Ice Cave though. I don't ever use guns in the Ice Cave. The only thing I'll go in with is a shotgun, or not a shotgun, a rocket launcher to uproot Purlovias. I'll uproot Purlovias with a rocket launcher, and then I just bite at them with a Rex. Hunter Clever Pack. Those ones aren't difficult, but they are going to be difficult unless I get a good caving mount. And originally that was a Thyla in my last like super good playthrough, but I don't know how comfortable I am going to the Redwoods nowadays. I mean, I can give it a go, but I can't promise I'll stay very long or commit to a Thyla. Hunter Clever Pack, 10 out of 10. I died to Alpha Reapers in there. Sure, cheap. I bet you do. I bet you do. %. I bet you do. I mean, I got this pretty good berry saddle, so I could look for like a high level berry. That could be a cool idea. Because then I would be... I mean, a good berry will be able to run through all the caves just fine. Just change the config to spawn only Reapers. It makes the game so easy. I can imagine, because, you know, they're going to be underground all the time, so obviously you wouldn't have any problems. That totally makes sense. And, like, what? They don't like sunlight, so obviously they're not going to be out and about. Oh, and they can't attack underwater. That's genius. That is absolutely genius. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry I did not see the vision. I'm so sorry I did not see the vision. Anyways. On a serious note. Yeah, I'd like to get Diplocaulus as soon as I can. And go through that cave as quickly as possible. I want to do that sooner rather than later. As for the artifact of the brute, honestly, I have no idea how the heck I'm going to be doing that one. Just because of that final artifact room where it's so easy for there to be something hiding. There's not really anything that I can go in there. I can't really, like, run in Diplocaulus and then run out and guarantee that I'm safe, because it takes one eel hiding inside the seaweed and I'm dead. So I need to figure something out. But enough about that. It has been 3 hours. I know I spent the last little bit just talking, but it's important that I get these things incubated and then I kind of communicate my plan going forward. You could get Bacillo. They're immune to eels and jellyfish. Yes, but they're not strong enough to fight through all of the hordes of creatures that I'd have to face. And by the time I'm gonna die before I get to the artifact room. The only way that I could see a Bacillo working is if I were to run with a Diplocaulus all the way to the end. And then once I get to the end, I throw my Bacillo out just to make sure I don't die in that final few seconds. But I would be sacrificing both my Diplo and my Bacillo. Because there's no way I'm fighting through the horde unless I go through, like, and get Mosasaurs and whatnot. Megalodons and all the kind of stuff that would be able to fight. If you get a good one, they would definitely make it through. They have the highest HP. Yeah, I want to spend as little time underwater as possible. I'm going to just be completely honest with you. Did you know eel can't spawn above ground? Just get cunning from above ground. Dude, you're giving me a stroke. I'm literally going to have a stroke if I keep on reading your messages. It is about time, though. It's been 3 hours, so I am going to wrap it up. I know I spent a lot of time rambling, but I think it was important that we got all this kind of stuff out of the way. We'll talk more about it next episode, but for now... Honestly, Cheap might be a genius. He's either really smart or really dumb. There's no in between here. Anyways. Enough about that. Enough. Yes. I'm glad he approves of that statement I made. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Thank you all for who joined the stream. We are all dumb. He's smart. I 100% agree with that. Totally. I'm just failing to see the vision. That's all it is. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please do leave a like. There's 23 people watching right now and only 6 likes. If everybody left a if everybody has not left a like and everybody leaves a like, that would multiply my likes by like 5 times, and that would get me to be promoted in the... It says 23 on my screen, okay? Jeez. It's not cap. But if everybody leaves a like, that would pentuple the amount of likes I have. I'd really appreciate it. It lets me know that you guys actually like this slop and you'd like to see more. So yeah, if you like the video, definitely leave a like. If you want to see more of this kind of content, definitely consider subscribing. I stream Monday through Friday, except for Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I stream from 10:30, or I start at somewhere between 10:30 and 11 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So late night streams, just hop on in, come hang out, talk to me, whatever. We all have fun. Yeah, and then if you have any comments, if you have some feedback, you have any suggestions as to how I proceed, I would really appreciate it, because honestly, some of the best ideas that I've had so far have come from people in chat. So I really do appreciate you guys coming in and, doing that kind of stuff. Cheap says, I like, how do I press button? With your mouse. You use the cursor and you click on the like button. You know what I mean? So you have a good one. Take care, Tiger. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. That's my schedule. Ring that little bell if you guys want to be notified, because, late streams, you're probably tired after a long day of work. Or maybe you're in Asia or something, for all I know. Anyways. And then, if you want to leave a comment, suggestion, whatever it may be, I love reading your guys' comments. It's great. I try to respond to all of them. Anyways, y'all have a good rest of your night. Take care. And I will see you. It's going to be tomorrow. Tai, I'm in Canada. It's basically Asia now, so you're not far off. Exactly. I don't know how it's basically Asia, but I trust you, Tai. I trust you. Anyways, yes, I did confirm that you have the best ideas, Cheap. 100%. That is exactly what I said. No other alternative. No way. No, sir. All right. Y'all have a good night. Take care. I'm gonna get some sleep. Okay, bye.